there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampingup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's card features the Framed Florets stamp set and coordinating dies. You'll see this one on page 65 of the Stampin' Up mini catalogue. I'm featuring one of the 2023-2024 in colours. It is Orchid Oasis. I haven't used this colour very much, so I thought I would bring in the designer series paper that coordinates with it, and also obviously the ink. So let's get started with this one. So I'm going to bring in, first of all, this piece here has been die cut. So this suite of products has these amazing oval dies, and when you cut out this die you get the background, this one here and that one. Now I'm not going to use that one today. I mean, you could obviously, because it would go over like that, but I only want the actual oval piece, and we haven't had oval dies in Stampin' Up for quite a while, so it's so wonderful to have these dies again. So I'm going to stamp that one and this beautiful image right here, which is that one. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. I'm going to stamp that in the wonderful Orchid Oasis colour, and I'm going to stamp it straight onto my pre-cut die. More over to the right, because I'm going to be putting our flower image there on the left. So here we go. This is a really pretty colour. I don't know why I haven't used it more. But I guess it's just, I have so many colours to choose from. Stampin' Up gives us such wonderful images and colours. Alright, I'm bringing in Memento now so I can stamp that flower image. And we're going to be doing a little bit of colouring with this one. So I'm just stamping onto thick Whisper White, onto a piece of scrap there. And I'm actually using Fresh Freesia for the main part of this flower. This is one of the Stampin' Up colours that's going to be leaving us this year, in April this year. So I'm really wanting to maximise the use of them. So I'm going in with my dark blend. Just into here. Let's bring in the lights, just blending out those dark lines. If you have the Orchid Oasis blend, I don't, unfortunately. That's why I'm using this colour. Plus, also it is one of the colours that's going to be going. So I really did want to make use of it. But yeah, the Orchid Oasis would obviously look really pretty on this. But I feel that the Fresh Freesia actually looks, I think it gives it a nice contrast. So pretty colour. I might put a little bit more dark just in there, I think, and blend that out. I find that when I'm using blends, even though I'm making the same card, it always turns out, the colours always come out a bit different. For these veined leaves, I'm going to use Pool Party. So dark Pool Party and light Pool Party. One of my most favourite colours in the Subtles range. So I'm just laying down some colour where those lines are, and then I'll come in with the light and blend them out. You can go the other way and do the light, the dark, and then the light. I just have the habit of going this way with them, so right. And now it's time for pool party. Not pool party, sorry, I just used that one. This is Old Olive. Just going to put it, these are very tiny little leaves right here, so I'm just putting a little bit of dark Old Olive, tiny little bit at the bottom there, and then I'm bringing in the light and I'm just going to blend that out. So there's a little bit of colour at the bottom. And I left a little bit of that flower uncoloured. Let's fix that. There we go. I think that's pretty. So I'm going to die cut that using this die right here. Now I've gone ahead already and I've die cut these larger pieces in Old Olive using one of the dies in this set that only it's just a die. And then I've also gone ahead and die cut these two smaller leaf pieces. Now I've used the shimmer paper that is also featured in our annual, this mini catalogue I should say as well. So I've put a link to that one in the description bar. You probably can't see the shimmer on it, but it's a lovely, it's a thicker shimmer card, and it's like a champagne-y colour, I guess, just to offset the darkness there of that other colour. So let's go ahead and die cut this one out. Okay, so let's put a little bit of tape across the back of the Stampin' Seal I'm putting on here. And I'm just going to pop, which way are we going to go? That way. So I'm just going to pop that on there. I'm putting it flat, not with a dimensional. So that, I think, covers that area up really nicely. So I'm going to put a little bit of my Stampin' Seal again around the bottom here, the bottom and the top I should say. And I'm just placing each of these Old Olive cutouts. So how much you want to see peeking through, it depends. I quite like that. Oh, that one's not. Just pop that on there. Yep, that's okay. And for these little cutout pieces, these tiny little pieces that have been cut with the shimmer cardstock, just put a little bit more. Just going to find a little spot where I can pop it in. It's just to give that little pop of colour, really. How does that fit in there? It's okay. This is the Orchid Oasis ribbon. So not doing anything too fancy here, just a little bow on an angle. Before I cut it, let's just make sure that looks okay and we can actually see it. Yeah, that's good. It's got a fine shimmer ribbon, this one. It's really pretty. I have found myself really liking, I mean, I've always liked this suite of products, of Framed Florets, and I think it's really great for all occasions. I do love that sentiment, wishes for a beautiful birthday. Love, beautiful font, good size, really good size. And just wanting to get that positioned nicely. There we are. I've made a very narrow basic white border underneath that one too, just to break that colour a little bit. Let's put that on there with some more dimensionals. This is heavy on dimensional, but it needs it. It's a pretty card. I want it to pop off the page. This is Orchid Oasis. I just cut it slightly smaller than the cardstock. Dimensionals are sticking to everything I'm doing today, every single thing. And my white card, my basic white, thick basic white cardstock is right here. I always use thick cardstock, always. I use it for everything. I like the weight of the heavier card for my card making. I think that little white, narrow white border just softens everything up. Oops, nothing is going on straight today. Here we go. Okay. And there you have it. Really pretty card. Oops, almost, not quite. I'm going to add some rhinestone basic jewels as well into this one, because it's so pretty. They are so pretty, and I wasn't actually going to add any anything extra onto this one, but I couldn't help myself. I figured we've put this much, we may as well go a little bit more. Where did I put the other one? Around about there, that'll do. There you have it. A very pretty card using the Framed Florets stamp set and coordinating dies. I have put a link in the description bar below to all of the products that I've used. I hope that you give this card a go and have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye.